Today is August 18th, 2025. This is Vince Marino of Plumbing LLC. This is the completion of a water heater, and I'm doing a draft and combustion analysis. So, to touch base, this gets started on the outside to clean air, not indoors. This probe gets inserted on startup, and the same with the draft. Okay, so our draft here is it's a low draft, like 0.1, very low. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to verify if there's that combustion air in here, and if this thing increases by simply doing the draft interference test. Our oxygen was at 4, and it's starting to increase. 5.5. Set this right here. Well, we're gonna just sew this side. See what happens. As you can see, I closed the entire. I'm using my phone. I forgot my GoPro. I don't like to use the phone. It's kind of complicated, but we've increased the oxygen. As you can see, there's plenty of air. 6.5, 6. That's where you want to be with your oxygen. And the draft sort of increased to 1.5, which we'll see. So by covering this draft hood, which is legal to do, you have to be certified and know what's going on here. This is sealing the appliance to its vent. It's connecting it to its vent and forcing the combustion air to go from the bottom. Now this can't be left like this because you have to have a regulator, a barometric damper. So as you can see, we've increased our O2 in the oxygen stable, and the carbon dioxide's down. Well, that T-stack is a good 5.76. You don't want to worry about the CO2. It's the O2 and CO. Okay. When you're doing this, and have to monitor the gauge, draft gauge. So we increased it to about 1.5 now. Now, as you can see, we're going to remove this apparatus, and we're going to verify what happens here. So we open the draft hood to atmosphere. As you can see, the oxygen's decreasing. Now, if that goes below 5, and drops, you have rising CO. That's what you got to watch when you're doing these things. And if that occurs, we're still at 5.5. You have to modify this, and you got to know what to do. So as you can see, we're still about between less than 1.5. So we'll see what happens in another 5 minutes. Looks like we're maintaining at 5.5. Now that's a good reading, as long as the carbon monoxide don't rise. And it's gone down to 1.4. 5.4, 5.5, 5.4. That's decent. You don't want to be down by 4. 4 is too low. You can run into problems. So this is low carbon monoxide, 3 ppm, 5.5 oxygen. Those are the two numbers that are of concern, not the O2. As you can see, this is 76, 77% efficient, which is pretty good. They want to change these. Well, under the previous administration, they wanted to change these to increase the cost with spark ignition and vent damper, which would be nuts. So our oxygen's at like 1.5. So it looks like it's maintained. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this, and I'm gonna show you the draft with the digital, which you have to do if you don't have the wire. You have to have a digital manometer because they don't make the air meter no more. Okay, so we're gonna switch this to draft measurement. This is gonna calibrate. So this probe gets inserted here. Now, you can see we don't have no draft here, it's low. Okay, so these two numbers that are blinking, the guy in New York showed this on a border he checked last year. He's not certified, mind you. So I advise you not to follow what he's telling you. He's not certified. He's not certified combustion analysis, and HVAC license does not cover this. Homeowners, you want to make sure you're dealing with a licensed, certified combustion analysis, CO safety. So these two numbers are not a draft, okay? Where the draft reading got to be is minus 0.1. These are not as accurate as the Dwyer's. So we're going to put that in here, so you can see, and see that you got minus 0.01. It's a low draft there, okay? So the third number in from the right, and it's fluctuating, okay? That is your draft. It's a minus 0.1. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set this here. We're gonna cover this draft hood again to see if we get a stable reading. Now that guy that's using that Testo 320, there's somebody else that's using that. That Testo 320 is no longer made and probably was never calibrated. These have to be calibrated every year. I have the certificates in my case. I just got it sent back. Now, so we sealed this to connect it to its vent. Of course, we gotta put some tape up there. If I got it. Which I don't. So we'll just do that. So now we have, by sealing off the draft hood, you have as minus 0.1. That's your draft. From the lefting, minus 0.1. That is the draft reading, not the three numbers to the right. Okay? So, for any of you people who don't know what's going on, you're watching that guy. That is not how you take a draft reading. Now, I removed the draft covering. So now we only have no draft at all. You can see that it's no draft at all. It's minus 0.1 now. The air is fluctuating because I guess the air conditioner come on, or I don't know what's blowing here, but now we have a minus 0.1 to 0.2. Okay, so that's how you take the draft reading. Now, this meter, it's not a meter, it's an analyzer, can also tell you if your mechanical room is positive or negative. You see that? So I have this on draft. And what I'm doing is I'm holding this as positive, which it's supposed to be. Okay, so in the meantime, this is Vince Marino Plumbing LLC in Pittsburgh, touching base with another 40-gallon water heater installation and how to do a combustion analysis and draft test properly of an appliance. So if any of you people are using this testo or any of them, they should be calibrated once a year. I have the certificates right here, okay? That's the most recent one, calibration. Okay, so until the next adventure, arrivederci.